guys? Okay, this is 2 live videos in a row. Like, who would have thought? No, really, I should fix my bra. Really, it's because it's been crazy and the kids go back to school on Monday and life is just bananas. So I haven't had an opportunity to like sit down and record and edit and make everything beautiful, but there's still things that I want to share. So that's why I'm here to share them. This is going to be my Friday video. You've got to try this. And this week it's just all things kids. So I'm in the boys' bedroom right now, and I thought this would be a great place because first of all, there's a blanket in particular that I want to share. Hi guys. And then there's a few other things that I figured I'd bring up. First of all, these suspenders they're not suspenders, just they look like suspenders, and they're not even. Thanks, kids. Guess I gotta fix that. On the back of their door. It's actually a hat holder. I ordered off of Amazon. I'll leave all the links for everything I can down below. And, oh, parakeets. That's a problem when I'm with the birds. I'm totally rocking my comfy outfit, too. But what it is these little hooks, and they're adjustable, so you can slide them up and down, and you just throw the hats on. My kids really do have hats other than just red hats. Lots of the hats right now are just like in the car, in the beach bag, or just from everything. So that right there is amazing because it was really cheap. Like I said, I don't remember how much it was, but I'll link it down below. And it was awesome. It's awesome. It's really, really, really nice. It's holding up well. The basketball hoop is up there. My boyfriend got Deacon that for Christmas a few years ago, and it was downstairs for the longest time, and he cracked his head on it so many times. It's like tall people problems, right? That finally I was tired of him cracking his head on it, so I moved it up here. Now it doesn't get as much action, but I don't think it needs it. So, okay. We'll get straight into the fun stuff. So I've got some magazines, a Camelback. I want to do an update, like little things that are just making our life so much better. I'll do a little update on the watches. I'll do that at the end though, so that way if you don't want to watch anyways, because I'll talk about that for a minute. I've talked about them before, but I'm getting a lot of requests. Okay, number 2. There's Drake. One second. Hey baby, I'm doing a live video. You want to come do it with me in your room? Do you want to do it? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come here. Want to show them that? Okay. Chaos. This is what happens when we can't edit. It's just crazy bananas out there. Okay, so the first thing is this weighted blanket. And I've been wanting to do one of these forever for Deacon. I've talked about his sleeping troubles a lot in the past. Deacon, okay, you can't stand in here and do that though. Deacon wakes up pretty much every night. And no matter, some of the things, no matter what we try, he just wakes up from night terrors. He suffered from them since he was a baby. We'll go through phases where they're better, and then they'll get way worse, and then they'll get better. So like he's sleeping. This is a new game. It's really, what's it called? Oh, tic-tac-tongue is what it's called. But he'll do really good for a while, and then he will just get back into these things where he's not sleeping again. So,
come on, I'm in first grade.
Yep, he's gonna be in first grade now. All right, hey, do you wanna go back downstairs for a little bit? Drake, do you wanna go back downstairs for a little bit? Yes or no? Okay, so you can hang out. All right, here is this. So basically, what these are good for. My friend teaches special ed. And she has one in her classroom. And so she deals with a lot of kids who kind of have like sensory overload or sometimes, just like need a hug. Well, this blanket offers that. And it seems to help him sleep through the night like a lot. Huge. Instead of waking up in my bed every single night, he's waking up. Actually, he hasn't. So I'm like, wait, let me think about this. He hasn't since we started using it. So this is True Blanket. Oh, what is that? This is a True Blanket, weighted blanket. I will leave a link for it down below. It's heaven. So if you have like anxiety or PTSD or a child, she uses a lot with some of her autistic kids, and it's amazing. Everybody's putting their kids to bed. Yeah, no, it is light outside, and my kids are crazy. Anyways, it's super heavy, but it's so like even for me. Do you want to try to pick it up? You want me to try to roll it up in a ball and you pick it up? Okay, ready? It's huge. It's amazing. It's so soft. He loves, like, here, Deacon's bed's right here. Woo! This is one of the blankets that Deacon's had on his bed forever. It's really not. It's not that bad. It's not like you're putting something too crazy on them. Maybe I should just figure out a way to edit. I'll start doing vlogs in the middle of the night again. Remember when I used to do that? So anyways, perfect. He's sleeping.
Subscribe to me.
It's glorious. Oh, too many Christmas tree.
Subscribe
Hey, Drake,
to me.
Drake, will you find one thing in your room right now that you really love? They made houses for the parakeets yesterday. So they have like astroturf laid down over here and like boxes, and it was like a parakeet. And I'll talk about some of the stuff again in another video, because like especially this, like with night terrors and stuff, because it's like a huge topic. Okay, something else that we are loving are magazines. So Deacon is, both of them actually kind of fight me with reading a little bit. And I found that Deacon was up late at night underneath his blanket with his little flashlight reading. And I'm like, okay. I'm trying to figure out if he's right here or not. Hey, Deeks. No. I don't know what that is. So I found that he was reading a whole bunch in the middle of the night, and I was like, okay, well, that's cool. What are you reading? And it was magazines. He's gotten really into magazines, and I think it's just that they're not overwhelming. I don't know. Needless to say, he was reading a ton. I'm like, what kid magazines can I subscribe to? One that I feel like is more for me than for him is Highlights. I never got this magazine as a kid. And I don't want you to like bust out. Okay. Jeez Louise, that'll be so much more peaceful. But Highlights for kids, like we only ever got to read it when we were waiting for the doctor. Maybe my parents did it on purpose, but Highlights, another one that we really, really like is this National Geographic for kids. High Five, this one's more for Drake than anything. Honestly, I've got such a mess out there. I'm going to spare you guys this. Okay, hey, I don't appreciate you slamming the door, or ramming the door into me. And then finally the Lego magazine, which my mom got for Deacon. I think it may have been like a free publication. So I ordered these ones off of Amazon though, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, Highlights, and it's just as fun as it used to be. I'm like, oh, like kids, let's read them together. So really, really fun. And Drake's been working on. Hey, Drake, can you not do that right now? Drake. I told him, give me 10 minutes again. Like, that's all I asked for, is like a simple 10 minutes. But this is a kid video, right? So it's very fitting. Okay, the next thing that I want to share with you guys really quick, so the things that we're loving that I feel like you should definitely try if you don't already. We've had these for quite a few years. Hey, Drake, would you like to take the Legos in the living room? Drake. It's like, summer. That was pretty tame. Yeah, I got crazy. Drake's got a million nicknames. Dreidels, Drakey, Dreidel Rock, Rockle Tockle. Oh, now I got his attention. I just have to say all the names under the sun. Hey, Drake, Caden's here. I can see him. Doorbell camera. Okay, so this Camelback backpack. And we were gonna go to this like dinosaur show a few years ago, and the tickets were like $45 each, and I was like, to see like animatronic or whatever dinosaurs, like $50? No thanks. At the same weekend, the weather was really nice. So we're like, no, I'm actually gonna invest in this instead. So I'm gonna still spend that $50, but I'm gonna do something with it. And I bought the kids these Camelback backpacks. They have been used. Hey, Drake, can I put those in the hallway? Honey, is it loud? Can you guys hear all the Legos that he's digging through?
I'm looking for one more of these.
Okay. Well, maybe it's on the floor from you guys from this last weekend. Anyways, the Camelback backpacks, they're like $50 each. They're not cheap, but it's really nice to have your kids be able to hold their own water. Oh, I haven't put it back in here. This was actually out from Deacon's field trip, and it holds a liter. So, yeah, just fill it up and they're good to go. So, really, really, really nice. Okay. I feel like I can hear a kid running up the stairs. Something that's so ridiculous, is probably like dollar store status right here, is this little timer. And what I love about it is it's really simple. So I say, okay, brush your teeth for 2 minutes. Is it showing 2? It's showing a billion numbers up there. Oh, hold on, I gotta reset. Okay, here we go. Anyways, 2 minutes, 1, 2, and boom, they brush their teeth for that amount of time. It's really, really nice. So, highly recommend a little tiny timer for toothbrushing. They went to the dentist, I guess like 2 weeks ago, maybe-ish now, a little while ago, and they were like, their teeth are doing good, they just need to be a little bit longer. And I'm like, yeah, probably. Like sometimes 2 minutes does seem like forever, but this is helping a lot. So if you're struggling with your kids brushing their teeth long enough, this is something I would highly recommend. Okay, the blanket's my favorite. You gotta, seriously, True Blanket, I'll leave a link down below. You can read about it if you haven't heard about him before. Like I said, I first heard about him from my friend who, yeah, Kendra, it's just because I have no other choice. It's been so crazy. But yeah, she first told me about him a few years ago, and then I was like shocked by the price tag. But oh my gosh, she goes, it actually works. Do yours have sealants? Deacon does. Drake doesn't have them yet. Have you had your teeth sealed? I don't think he has.
But I do have spacers.
He does have a spacer. That was a dental nightmare. Thank you. The dentist, they missed x-rays. Hey Drake, are you ready for school on Monday?
Sort of.
How many times a day do you think I say your name? 700? Maybe 8? No. Drake, Drakey, Drake, Drake. Especially if you're watching something. Drake, Drake, Drake. Turn it off.
Maybe 2,000.
Maybe 2,000.
Wait, no, don't leave me.
Like
I'm flying.
today was just getting all like we met your teacher today, and we don't say your name right now though, okay? And
Drake. I said it.
You can say yours, but only yours, okay? All right, and then
My teacher's name.
No, Drake, look at me. Look at me. No.
Why can
It's
I not tell?
no, because it's a security thing. No, I mean it.
Mommy's name is Mommy.
Yeah, that's enough. Okay, I wonder how many times a day. Never realize how loud my kids are until I turn on the camera, right? That's just it. And it's just like, hey, I gotta.
eating my mom's
They're gonna
phone.
go, we have a wedding we're gonna go to in Oklahoma in October for your birthday, huh? We were just talking today that we might do 6 Flags for his birthday. Whoa.
I can't wait for 6 Flags.
I need my kids to like get a little taller so I can ride on all the rides. It makes it kind of hard when there's still, especially Shorty over here. But yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, business calls? It's not even funny. And now that I have, okay, scramble, roll. It's such a mess out there. We're moving stuff out of our, like, the duck room. It's going to be all peaceful now. Which is like the adventure room, which is like all of our camping stuff, and we're like reorganizing everything, so it is a disaster down the hallway. Some astrocaps on there. Oh, thanks, Larry. I can say the darndest things. Yeah, I'm like, please don't like blare all of your personal information on a live video. Like most everybody is like really cool. I don't care, but there's like a few people every once in a while that like really kind of give me the heebie-jeebies, where I'm like, why would you ask that? Why do you care about that? So that's the only concern. Otherwise, I don't care. Okay, so something I want to talk about really quick were the watches. I've been asked a whole bunch if we're still liking them. The short answer is yes, love them. Really, really nice to be able to like let the kids, I mean, for example, today, this is just today, so one example. Home with the kids all day. They go over to the neighbor's house about 45 minutes, which was fine. The neighbor came over and said, hey, can they play? I said, yeah. He's like, oh, can they come over and play? He's got like this airport, like cool like airport thing that they love to play with. He's like, you know, they want to come over and play at the airport. I was like, yeah, it's totally fine. So they went over there. Well, I needed them to get back home so I could take them to go get their hair. That was their haircut. And I called them and I was like, hey, I need you to come back home. It's really nice not to be able to have to bother, you know, my neighbor and say, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. Like, can you please send the kids home? I can just call them and say, hey, get home. Got to go for your haircut now. So really, really nice. I'm really, really glad that they have them. And I can just, you know, give them a call and say, hey, or hey, go to the neighbor's house. My work meeting's running late. That's happened. That actually happened at one point today as well. And like they were there. Well, they were already there. And I said, hey, I'm running a little bit late. Can you hang out for 5 more minutes? And it was totally fine. So yeah, it's just, they're awesome. And they work great. And let's see. I found Deacon's inside of a puddle. Oh, I found it at the curb of the street with running water on it from the sprinklers, and it survived, so I was really happy about that. They've dropped it. He's crashed. You know what's so crazy is the most dents from these things are from them crashing on their bikes, which makes them sound so clumsy, but just being on their wrist, and like Deacon's is pretty like scuffed up here, but it still works great. So we've had him now for maybe 2 months, and they're holding up fantastic. Maybe we've had him longer. I'm not sure. The phone calls, the numbers are great, everything. So yeah. Do you use Now? I don't know what that is. So no? I have no idea what that is. What are the watches? Oh yeah. They are Gizmo. This is a Gizmo. One of them's a gadget and one of them's a pal. The gadget, okay, whichever one, there's like a blue and a pink and then a red and a darker blue, I think. This one, that was the library calling me. My books are late. Actually, they're sitting right there. I need to go take them to the library. Oh, whoops. Which were great books. I'll show you. I'll show them to you while we're here and chatting. See, which my kids already just ruined this video. I mean, just, well, one of my kids. And I think I have a bonus kid downstairs now based on the doorbell camera. And live chat kind of like YouTube, but it's hard to explain. I'll have to check it out. I've never heard of it. But these are the books, the Bad Kitty books. Deacon likes them because there's like a chapter book kind of, but there's lots of pictures. So it's like chapter book size, but he can read it in one night, like maybe 2 nights. Depends on, oh, this was probably a 2-nighter. It depends on like how late I let him, like he sneaks it. He doesn't know that I know, but come on. I can see like the tent in his bed with the light on. Like this one's probably, if the whole book is like this, is probably 1 night, but he'll sit there and he'll read them and he just eats them up. Well, there's a lot of words. So they're not so intimidating. So he really likes them. So if you haven't heard of, they're by Nick Bruel. This is them. And yeah, they're great. I have to usually put them on hold at the library though, and because they're just like a hot commodity. So those are fabulous, which is all the more reason for me to get them returned. They were due today or yesterday. I'll get there tomorrow. Take them back tomorrow. I'm always overdue. I forget they're due, and then the library calls me. I'm like, oh yeah, the books are due. Better get those back in there, and then come like the holidays, you can pay food for fines, so like don't eat extra food, you know how that goes. Sorry, anyways, I got distracted by that phone call. The Gizmo, this one, Drake's, has 4 numbers. He can call, receive calls. It tells you your phone number. Somebody actually on here taught me how to do that one. And then, let's see how you do that. We can, I don't know.
Press the call button to call Mom, or press the play button to hear the next contact.
Yeah, so pretty cool, like really cool. And then Deacons has 10. He can do text messaging. He can also do what else? It has like a pedometer and some games and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. This was supposed to just be a really quick video. I feel like I should do it again, like without the kids, in like a 3-second version, or like a 2-minute, you know, like here, this and this and this and this and this. Now my phone's dying. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is like the life, right? Like this is chaos. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you really soon. I'll leave all the links down below, so that'll be better. All right, bye, you guys.